Hello, I'm Reverend Dr. Namches, an instructor of the Cisco Networking Academy. In this video, we will learn about HTML lists. HTML lists helps you to arrange information in a structured manner. They allow you to group sets or related sets of information together. For example, library and information science, mass communication, public administration are all grouped together as social sciences. Also, lion, tiger, leopard, bear are related and can be grouped together as wild animals. And so in HTML, lists are grouped into three. Number one is called the unordered list. Number two is called the ordered list. And number three is called the definition list. Now we will explain each of them individually and we will code each of them individually. So I would implore you to sit back and relax and pay attention, be ready to practice, and be ready to replicate exactly what I have done, thereby giving you the opportunity to apply it in any way of your choice. Once again, HTML has three types of list. First one is called the unordered list. The second is the ordered list, while the third is the definition list. So we quickly start with the unordered list. The unordered list are a group of related lists that appear in no particular order. They appear in no particular order. So the unordered list is created with the UL tag, while each list of item is represented with an LI tag. I'll repeat it again. The unordered list is created with the UL tag. You can see the UL tag, opening tag, and the closing tag, while each item on the list is represented by an LI tag. You can see the opening LI tag and the closing LI tag. And so this is our fourth video. This is the fourth video in our HTML series. And if this is your first time of joining a web design or an HTML class, I would advise you to search for our first video on this series, which title is Your First Step in Developing a HTML Website Page. I would advise you to start from that video. And so we quickly continue with the unordered list. And this is how the unordered list is presented. UL opening and close tag representing the unordered list, and LI opening and close tag representing each item in the list. So we quickly open my website root folder, which we have used from the beginning of the first video in this series. We created it in the first video in this series, my website root folder. So I will quickly open it, and as I open it, my index file, which is regarded as the home page, I will right click and open in Notepad. So these are the codes that we have done so far. So I minimize it, go back to the same index.html file, right click again, and this time around open in a browser. I I will open with Google Chrome. All right. And so this was exactly where we stopped in our last class. So I minimize it, and I minimize my folder, my root folder. So I quickly open my notepad, and so we can continue with an unordered list of birds. An unordered list of birds. And so I press enter, go to the next line. I do my proper indentation. So this is UL, the opening tag of unordered list. And then I properly ident to close the UL tag. All right. So I, in between the opening tag of the UL and the closing tag, I open my LI tag, that's the first list, and then I ensure I close it. So I do the same thing for the second list. LI, close it. I ensure that I close it. So I can equally do a copy and paste so I can be faster. Maybe I want to type 5 types or 5 lists of birds, or maybe I could make it 7. The unordered list of birds. Okay, I will start with uh, maybe the pigeon, Pigeon, and secondly, the eagle, Eagle, and so we have the peacock, Peacock, and also we have the flamingo, it's a type of bird. We have the duck, Duck. We have, I will scroll down a little bit. We have the goose, Goose, and then we have the ostrich, Ostrich. And so I have the UL opening tag, the UL closing tag, and then I have 7 LI opening tag. LI represents list, 7 of them nested in between the UL opening and the closing tag. So this, of course, is called nesting, which we have always been talking about. So we have the pigeon, the eagle, the peacock, the flamingo, the duck, the goose, and the ostrich as 7 lists of the unordered list of birds. And so I will save my work. I'll click file and click save, and then I'll open my browser and refresh. So once I refresh, I will see the unordered list listed in bullets: the pigeon, the eagle, the peacock, the flamingo, the duck, the goose, and the ostrich. So unordered list means they are not numbered. They are not numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are just listed in bullets. And so we can go back to our notepad to simply add. We can simply add a paragraph, close the paragraph. Unordered list of birds. That's not compulsory. but it's just the way you want to write your site. We can underline it. That's the closing tag of underline. And so we can also the opening tag of underline. So I can space it out a little just to look more beautiful, but and then I click file, I click save. So I go to my browser and I refresh on that list of birds. So I scroll down a little, the unordered list of birds. So this is how you list things, items in your website in an unordered manner or simply without a particular order. And so remember that according to the topic of this video, HTML list, we have three types of HTML lists: the unordered list, the ordered list, and the definition list. And now we have talked about the unordered list. So quickly we will talk about the second type of HTML list known as the ordered list. So the ordered list is a list of items that are presented in an order, hopefully an ascending order or a descending order according to choice or as demanded. Ordered list may be, for example, we have first term, second term, and third term in the Nigeria secondary school educational setting. We also have first semester and second semester in the university setting. Of course, the first semester comes before the second semester. And so quickly we are going to code ordered list of academic qualifications in Nigeria, starting from the first school leaving certificate, the senior secondary certificate examination, the bachelor's, the postgraduate diploma, the master's, and the PhD. That's an ordered list in the ascending order. So we quickly open our notepad and then I scroll down and then right under the unordered list, right under the unordered list, we can start our ordered list. We open the OL, and then we close the OL tag. OL stands for ordered list. Then in between the opening and the close tag of OL, we start our list LI, and then we immediately close LI, and so we can simply copy and paste so it can make. Okay, I'll have to scroll down. Okay, so this is the opening tag OL, and this is the close tag of ordered list OL, and these are the individual list items or items on the list. So we first of all have the first school leaving certificate, that's for the primary school, and then we have the senior secondary certificate examinations, and then we have the BSc or the bachelor's, and then we have the postgraduate diploma, we have the MSc, and then we have the PhD. And so these are ordered lists in ascending order from the first school leaving certificate to the doctorate degree or the PhD. So I save, I click on file and I click on save. So my work is saved. So I quickly go to the browser and I refresh. And the moment I refresh, I scroll down. So I see number 1, FSLC, number 2, down to number 6. So that's an ascending order of academic qualifications in Nigeria. So the difference between the ordered list and the unordered list is the way they are presented. The ordered list are numbered from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can quickly go back to my notepad and then add a paragraph. So I can add a paragraph, open the paragraph tag. Oh, that's capital letters. Open the paragraph tag, and then I immediately close the paragraph tag. Then in between it, type academic qualifications. Then I can decide to underline it with my U tag. Then I quickly close it, close the U tag. And so I click File and I save. I go to my browser and I refresh. So I scroll down a little, academic qualifications. We have the first school living certificate down to the PhD. Oh, academic qualifications, TIONS. So I quickly save file and save. So I refresh. Now my spelling is correct. Academic qualifications. And so we have talked about the unordered list, UL tag, and we have just concluded finished talking about the ordered list, OL. So it is remaining the definition list. So the definition list, the definition list are created with the DL tag. As you can see on the screen, the DL tag, and they are used for uh, defining terms. So this is how it looks like. The DL tag definition list. Now the DT, the definition terms, and then the DD. And so we will create a definition list. I quickly open my text document on my notepad and then press enter, do my proper indentation. I'll scroll down a little and then I open the definition list tag, the DL tag. I ensure I close it immediately. DL tag closed. So in between the opening tag of the DL, in between the opening and the closing, I begin my nesting. The DT open tag and the DT close tag. So under the definition term, I will also nest the DD opening tag and the DD close tag. So I can do a copy and paste of the DT and the DD maybe into 3 places. I can copy and paste into 3 places. So now I have DT, DD, DT again, DD number 2, DT and DD number 3. So the first term that I want to define is a noun. So a noun, N-O-U-N. So under the definition, I can type a noun is the name of a person, an animal, a place, or a thing. And then I will quickly define a verb. Verb is the second DT, verb, and under the data definition, DD, I'll say that a verb is a doing word or an action word. Full stop. And now a pronoun, P-R-O-N-O-U, earn, under the data definition. The definition term is a pronoun. Now the DD is the data definition. A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. Full stop. So I will quickly save my work, file and save, and then go to my browser, open my browser and refresh. I scroll down. So I see how the definition list appeared. Noun, a noun is the name of a person, an animal, a place or a thing. A verb is a doing word or an action word. A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. And now I don't actually like the way they are clustered together. They are clustered together. So I would use a line break. I'll use a line break. In HTML, there is something called a line break. And a line break doesn't have a closing tag. It only has an opening tag. So right at this point, I can put it here. I can decide to put it here. Let me just put it here. I put a line break, BR, I close it. Then after this, I can decide to put a line break. Or okay, just for sake of emphasis, I may prefer to put it here this time around, BR. It does the same work. And I'll click File and I'll click Save. So I come to my browser, I refresh, and as you can see, the data terms and the data definitions, you now have a line break, a line break. The line break, I can equally decide to add one more line break, BR. Remember, the line break does not have a closing tag, file, save, and additionally, I can decide to add a horizontal rule. And now this is how the horizontal rule looks like, HR, and HR also does not have a closing tag. It only has an opening tag. So I go back to my notepad and I type less than HR and greater than sign. So I click file, or okay, I can equally decide to add a horizontal line after this. After this, I can decide to horizontal rule HR, and I click file, I click save, I go to my browser and I refresh. So when I scroll down a little, you would notice the horizontal rule on top of this place, and then you will notice another horizontal rule below the list, and then you will notice the break lines, the line break, the line break, the line break, the horizontal rule, the horizontal rule. And so I go back to my notepad. I can decide to add horizontal rules. Control C, I copy. I can decide to add horizontal rules. before academic qualifications. I may decide to add horizontal rules uh, before unordered lists. I may equally decide to add horizontal rule. Okay, I click file and I save, and so I do Control S or file and save, and when I refresh, I'll realize that I have so many horizontal rules. I have a horizontal rule before another list. I have a horizontal rule before academic qualifications, and I have just demarcated the various sections of this page. And so in addition, you can nest on ordered list with ordered list, or you can nest ordered list inside unordered list. So I will simply show you how to nest unordered list into ordered list or ordered list into unordered list. But I will simply copy and paste a code, so you can simply pause the video and study the code. So I will open my notepad, scroll down, and then after the last closing tag of the definition list, I can do a horizontal rule, and then I paste my code. So I just pasted from here to here. So you would want to pause this video in order to understand the code that I just pasted. So I opened a UL tag, unordered list, and I closed it right here immediately. And then the first list was law, the second list was physical sciences, the third list was management, the fourth list was education. But now under the first list, which is law, we also nested another ordered list into it, so that this law, physical sciences, management science, and education, because they are inside an unordered list, they will appear as bullets. Law will appear as bullets, physical science will appear as bullets, management science will appear as bullets, education will appear as bullets. But inside the law, we also nested an ordered list. And this ordered list, international law will appear as number one, personal law will appear as number two. Now, inside physical sciences, we also nested an ordered list. So, computer science will appear as number one inside physical science, and then mathematics will appear as number two because the both of them are inside ordered list. And the same thing for management. Accountancy will appear as number two, while boss admin will appear as number one. Under education, which will appear as a bullet, edu religion will appear as number one because it is inside an ordered list, while bio edu will appear as number two. And then I'll quickly save my work, file, and save. I go to my browser, I refresh, so I scroll down. Oh, so this is exactly what I was trying to explain. A law, physical sciences, management, and education are all on ordered list. But then inside law, we nested an ordered list that will list related items in numbers 1, 2. Under physical sciences, listed computer science and mathematics as numbers. And so I'll go back to my notepad because I want to add faculties and departments on top of this place. So I'll go back to my notepad, write on top of the opening tag of the UL, I can add, okay, let's use a H tree. A H tree is uh, a heading level 3. A heading level 3. So I can add department, department and faculty, department and faculties. And I can decide to mark it, M-A-R-K, the opening tag of mark. I will ensure that I close it, the close tag of M-A-R-K. So I will have to save my work. So I added 2 horizontal rules here, one here and one here. So I'll have to delete one. Then I click File and I click Save. So I go to my browser, I refresh. So once I refresh, departments and faculties are marked. So under it, we can see that this is a H3 heading, it's bold, it's bigger than the normal paragraph. So I can equally go to or scroll down under the UL, immediately under the UL, I can add a horizontal rule HR. Then I click File and I click Save. Refresh, scroll down, you can see the horizontal rule. And so I would advise you to join the Cisco Networking Academy. The Cisco Networking Academy offers free certificates. It offers 2 certificates, or maybe 3, one for HTML, one for CSS, and one for JavaScript. So I will advise you to join the Cisco Academy. The Cisco Academy certificates are managed by Credly, and the Cisco learning platform is also partnered with Indeed. Indeed is a very popular job website. And then Cisco certificates appears at Upwork. Upwork is a very popular freelancing site. So I am saying all these things to encourage you to contact us so we can register you, the Cisco Networking Academy, so that you can obtain certificates that are globally recognized and globally helps you to achieve your aim as a salary earner or as a freelancer. So in this video, we have learned uh, about HTML list. At first, we learned about unordered list, and then we learned about ordered list, and then we learned about definition lists. And then in addition, we talked about break lines, or line breaks. We talked about horizontal rules, and then we talk about nesting ordered list and unordered list in any order of our choice. And then practically we nested ordered list inside unordered list. So I appreciate your time listening to this video. I will implore you to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can participate with the remaining studies in this HTML series. Thank you once more. I am Reverend Dr. Namches. Goodbye.